Assalamualaikum everyone. Yesterday I have shared two different questions for practice to collect the ideas and then come here and speak. So let's see uh, what were the topics which I have shared and how we can work on it. So one question was, describe a recent change in your country that has affected people's lives, and that change can be in terms of law, technology, and education. And second question was, describe a movie, book, or TV show that taught you something important. So you can describe anything which has lasting impact on you and why. So you just need to speak for a couple of minutes. Even if you are not able to speak for a lot of minutes, then it is okay. Just give your try. It will help us to improve your speaking skill, and it will boost your confidence as well as you will become fluent, because having this English skill is very necessary whether you are taking any interview with any professor, because later on we need these speaking skills. So we don't need to worry about too much either we are good or not. We just need to give a try to become perfect. So we will perfect we will become perfect after going through the stage of beginner. So don't mm, afraid of saying anything. So whatever in your mind, you can say it. So let's start. Okay. So Salman, on which topic you would like to answer?
Yes, ma'am, sure. I will start and will describe the recent change in a country and as well I will speak on a book. So kindly give me 1 minute and then I will speak.
I will say you can take your 1 minute, and when you are ready, let me know, because this is not a strict time I'm giving. If you want to stay flexible in the beginning, it is okay, because we know that we have one minute timer in real exam, but in the initial stages we can take some time to carve, because we're not habitual of making ideas, so it is okay. You can take 1 minute. In the meanwhile time, I can explore the topic as well.
Okay, ma'am, can I continue?
Sure, sir, you can start speaking. I am listening.
Okay, first I will describe a recent change. Okay, I live in a Pakistan. It is the fifth most populous city of the at worldwide, and recent in my country, Pakistan has built multiple institutions that are related to the technology, and basically technology is a need. In recent years, we have seen without technology, a country cannot grow, and if anyone can, if any country want to improve his economy, then he should work on technology institutions. So my country has built different institutions in different cities, and like related to the recent, we have seen like in a social media, the trends are very important to increase to spread the news, as well as we have seen in artificial intelligence, these institutes plays very big role. So these institutions train the beginners from beginners level to advanced. So this impact has created very much attention on people's lives. So it will also boost their confidence in different areas, like they can enhance their own skills to contribute at bigger level, as well as they can interact with multiple nations by improving their technology. And one most important impact of this technology is that they also gain intentions from beginner level, because if we start from the beginner level, so it will create huge impact after many years. So definitely in current era, my country has built different institutes that are really affecting on the different lives of people to boost their lives as well as the economic of any country. That's it, ma'am.
Sir, wonderful. You have spoke very well. I didn't spot any grammatical mistake. In just, I noticed your fluency was very good. You just you were hesitant at just in few points rather than they were not filler words in your speech, and you were not making much self correction. Are you preparing for this exam as well?
Yes, ma'am, I'm preparing for IELTS, and basically I have good knowledge about the speaking modules. I have taken different classes from YouTube as well as from Udemy, and just I am practicing on these topics, and I want to improve my skills, like in speaking, and just want to speak more and more. And it will yes, it will be better by practicing, and just want to improve it more.
Exactly. Certain things, when we talk about this marking criteria, it is better to bring different vocabulary to show that we can use different range of work. So when we talk about institutions, there are different words like school, universities, in
Yes,
academic.
definitely.
So anyone who would like to give input in this word, you are free to provide certain synonyms which we can use, because it is better to avoid repetition of same words. Anybody who would like to share some synonyms for the word institutions, it will be helpful for all of us.
Organizations, sectors.
Yeah, sector is a good word. Organizations, I don't think so. It is better to use in academic setting. I think we can say education sector. And sector, okay, one thing is a good work, and one thing we have noticed that sector is a work which can be used in different contexts. So we can also learn certain words which we can use in different settings, like healthcare sector, education sector. We can use in many other sectors. So we should know this, but it is a good word to use at different places. So sometimes we are not getting exact word, so we can use some relevant words like education sector, healthcare sector. So these are the good words. Higher
Okay, so it means it will be for a specific criteria. Then we can use the sector.
no, sector word has flexibility. Flexibility means you can use in many contexts. It is not just limited to education sector. You can also say health sector. So you can say in many different contexts, because we don't call school as an organization. Organization can't be better, in my opinion. Anyone who would like to provide their input, I would appreciate it, because group learning is double than if we're doing anything solely. And when we learn new words in group, we can remember it. But when you are doing the words or learning solely, we forgot them because we're not learning them in a
Ye-
community setting.
Ma'am, company.
Company and organization, these uh, are words, but we can't use in education sector, in my opinion.
Okay, ma'am.
Like institutions synonym, one is education sector. We can say education um, sector, education sector, institutions, universities,
And
uh,
okay.
schools, colleges. If you These are the words, these are specific, but we can use in that context. Some universities implement, some schools are working on bringing new technology. Okay, one thing, technology is very common word, and at real level, you can say one thing I have noticed that it is better to say they have implemented in real world scenarios, in real life, instead of real level. Okay, let's talk about technologies synonym. I would say everyone should provide at least one word for technology. Can you provide one synonym, everyone? Anyone who would like to provide synonyms for technology?
Inventions.
Exactly, we can say many new inventions have been adopted. So, but we can't use in the exact context, but we can restructure us. And there's many new inventions or latest trends and technologies have been adopted, or innovations. You can say innovations that have been made is like we can say computers have been used, multimedia. These are all the things which are used in education setting. Like we use multimedia because when you use the multimedia, you will get more ideas to make your story, because you just don't need to come up within one word. For example, if you have the word multimedia, it means you can describe about, like, many schools are using multimedia to give presentations and lecture instead of using whiteboard, because it was a conventional way of teaching. But what is happening nowadays, they are preferring to use latest devices such as multimedia computers to use these inventions to improve their productivity and reduce their to make the process efficient or faster. So you can see how we can use variety of words in this context. Okay, one thing is that anyone devices, we can say computers, devices, these are the words that are used in that context. So okay, anyone who would, okay, one thing, sir, your fluency was okay, but you bring your speech seemed like monotonous. Monotonous means it seemed like you are talking in formal setting. So speaking test is a little bit informal. You don't need to be too informal. You stay neutral, not too much formal, not too much informal. Because like bring some intonation, rise and fall up your speech. Tell the example like you are in a speaking test, not in an academic presentation or something. So it will be a good if you are bringing in your exam. And apart from that, you can work on vocabulary part. But we are going through one book every day. Sometimes we also read different words, and you come in this session and you will learn new words from. We learn from topic specific words because these are easy to remember. We also went through with that book in the previous days, and in the future we will also look that book. So it will boost a vocabulary part, because when you learn some new words, you will get associated ideas with that words. So it is better. Sometimes we are unable to speak because we are lacking ideas, and there are different reasons behind this. We don't have words to convey that idea into another language, and when this happens, our fluency is disturbed. So it is better to work on fluency, like because fluency have further three parts, like you don't need to be excessively make self-correction, self-repetition. You are fluent, like you are not choosing too much filler word. And there was a, like you don't need to be so hesitant. You don't need to be make self-correction excessively. So, and you need to use cohesive devices. This was the one feature which was lacking in your speech. And such one, you can use different words because it brings
Okay, ma'am, sure. Thank you so much for your feedback.
and but one thing we want to share, if you have the filler words even in your communication skills. These are not good. Whatever stage in you are, it is also apart from this stage. So you always need to be speak fluently, whether it is your this test or even your real life communication. So these skills will help you. Like you don't need to be use a lot of filler words in your real life communication. You don't need to be too fast, like nobody is able to understand. So next, who would like to speak for just few minutes, or even if you want to have little bit ideas, it is okay to give just your try. Anyone else? Any topic you can choose. Even if you have your own topic, you can come up with and can we can discuss here. Anyone who would like to speak for few just for even 1 minute or not? Anyone who would like to speak any of topic? I would say just give your try. It is not difficult. You will learn because we always learn when we fail speak, because without speaking, we will not be able to train our speaking muscle. So it is good to speak whenever we get chance. Okay. Can I ask the reason like why are you not speaking for a few minutes? Can you raise your hand? Like, are you will you take this exam in the future? Raise your hand. My question is, can you raise your hand if you are going to take your exam in the future? Nobody will take this IELTS exam in the future.
Yes, ma'am, I will appear.
And what about Ma'am Anam and Ma'am Sumbal and Ma'am Anam? Okay, in whatever stage you need to speak, and if even if you are not going to sit in a real exam, you have the confidence. And when sometimes we lack confidence, and what happened as a result, we perform this leads to bad performance even in the real exam. So I would say, Ma'am Sabal, you give at least a try. Don't worry about the mistakes, anything, because at the beginning level not everything is perfect. So when you will give try, it will not only help you to work on which areas you need to work on, and what are your weakness, what are your strengths, in which areas you need to focus on, and you will also get confidence of speaking in front of others. Sometimes happens we are used to speaking with one person. What happens when we sit in the exam and our exam starts, examiner is stranger, and we become underconfidence. As a result of we do not perform better. So I would say, ma'am, just give a try. Ma'am Anam, I would also request you to just give whatever you have. I don't say you need to be a perfect. Whatever ideas you have, you just give a few minutes. Even not few minutes, you can even say for few time. Okay, so okay, let's discuss ideas about the topic. Like we have start talk about the technology. So let's move to the next topic, TV show. I hope so you all watch different TV shows. I would expect that you can provide more ideas than me, as I am not the person who watches frequently TV shows. So can you provide few ideas if you are going we are going to talk about TV show. So let's say which type of TV show would you like to watch? Which you watch or would you like to watch? So can you provide me certain examples so that we can collect ideas?
Ma'am, like uh, when I don't remember any TV show or any idea about the show, then how can I enhance my answer and elaborate it deeply?
Let's say
Ma'am,
Let's.
talk shows
Yes, sir. You can add.
like on different topics we watch about education, about recent achievements like in the sports, like we can say in the technology, we can watch different talk shows. So these talk shows enhance our knowledge, how we can start a career, how we can uh, learn more new things. So these talk shows will enhance our knowledge. So these, I think.
All right,
Okay, sir.
ma'am. Yes, thank you, sir, for adding. I hope so. This is one way. And one I would suggest come in this session. We explore one topic every day from one book and we highlight different words. We also go through the answers. We also do the same practice. When you will listen others, you will automatically get ideas and you will also get words and as well as you will improve your speed. I would say you must join this session. And one thing you mentioned, you lack ideas. Let me see, what is your field of study?
Ma'am, engineering, civil engineering.
So you can talk any show. You said you do not know any show. Now you need to make a story. So I would say what you need to do. Like my field is computer science. So what would I say? I have seen one show on television, and in at latest trend in technology. That was the title of that show, and they were talking about how AI use is impacting on different lives of people and what benefits that technology is bringing to different people. So I would make a story like that. What was the show? Latest trends. I would say latest trends because I think it is easy for me to talk. I don't want to stay in the field of, we can just say program, and many experts were invited to talk. What I would say, I will make certain bullish points in this field. Many experts were invited. So let's say your field in engineering. So if you get, you can take any topic. Can you provide me one topic of engineering? You can take anything. Like let's I take latest trends. You can also take the same topic, latest trend in engineering. Any field you fascinate, which fascinates you most, and you think that you can easily talk on this topic, and you will not lack ideas. You have a lot of knowledge. Then can you mention any topic which fascinates you in engineering field? Any general topics which you can use in the context of TV show? Like I use this one. So let's make two columns, and I am going to put your ideas as well as mine ideas. Anyone is here from engineering field?
Yes, ma'am, I am from technology field. My background is about information technology.
Alright, so you and myself are from technology background, but ma'am is from engineering. So I am giving the tip of to you, ma'am, like how you can generate ideas. So now you need to talk about TV show, but you have not watched any TV show. So can you tell me one field which is in engineering? To any topic, like any workshop you can talk about, you can name them as a TV show. Can you name any? Can you make? We need to make a story now. We don't have idea, so let's make a story. Let's which show you want. You can make any topic which you want in your field. Ma'am, if you are saying something, your mic is muted. Okay, now you can say.
Ma'am, ma'am, actually, I have rushed the ideas in my mind, but I don't know which idea I can elaborate.
Okay.
Whenever I see the question, there are a lot of ideas, but I'm confused which one I should select and speak about that idea.
Okay, you just take one idea in which you have more knowledge. Like what say no, how many can you name two, three topics? You can you select one topic in which you had more knowledge?
Ma'am, dam construction
Okay, you can
design.
yes, you can say I saw the uh, program which was talking about dam perception and their design. All right. So I think you have, although I was not able to describe, and might be Sir Sulman was not able to describe, but you have, you are like you will be better. You have a lot of words because you have studied. So let's say I said many experts were invited. So you can say, you can also say the same idea. And if you are choosing this topic, what you will say, who were invited in this topic? Engineers?
Yes, ma'am.
And what you will say? They have designed many. They have designed.
Design the dam. Dam.
Yes. And what they have done, both international and you can say that. And the design, okay. And what you can say, engineers were invited. And what about say, can anyone mention what other names we can mention here beyond experts, engineers,
Professionals.
professional? Exactly. Anyone? Any more name? So I think 2, 3 are enough. Engineers, we can say professional is generic words. Then experts and professionals both can be used. So let's say, and they were, and what we say, what they have done in the past. So you need to answer each person one by one when the cue card comes. So we say what they have, what their experience in the past. We can say they have designed dams at international and national level. But we can say we can name few dams. If you don't have, you can make any name for the river which they have designed. Right, ma'am? Can you mention which dams they have designed? Can you mention anything? Do you have name any name in your mind of river? And can you make yourself?
Ma'am, Bhasha Dam.
Yes, you can say. I think you should. Yes, you can say. You can say. I think even you can name any name river. There are so many river. Sindh River. You can say. You can make it like generic. Like it don't say like it's a person name. River Sindh. So you can say Punjab River. So these are the names. We can take any river like that, and you can say how they design and how people like that dime. So we can say what was the reaction of people. And so you have talked, and they were talking about dam construction and the design, and you can talk about why this is a topic of this. We talk about their personal in this topic. So because we can't say we need to speak for 1 minute, we can't say like few experts were invited and they were very expert. So we need to bring the details. There were many people, including one host whose name was this, and then there were many guests that involved professionals, engineers from engineering and these type of fields. And then they have very vast experience of constructing these dams in the past at both national and international level, like they have constructed river saying. And this was one of the best architecture in our country and admired by many people and at a public level as well as government level. So now they are demanding to the same team to make many constructions. So you can say why dam and constructions are necessary. Okay, why this show was like, what was the show, who were invited, why they so these are the 3 4 like person, and why the topic of this, why they need, why we need them. Because ma'am, I have a question. If I ask why we are building them, can you provide some ideas? Anyone?
Ma'am, we need to store water for irrigation or any.
Exactly, you have an idea. You can say irrigation, and exactly. And in case we have a drought in the near future, we can use that water. Sorry, irrigation and store water for irrigation and for future use. Like if we have lack of water, we can uh, provide to public because it is the daily use and we can't survive with it. So what will happen if there will be no storage of water? What will happen? Our crops will destroyed and human will not be able to survive. So we are just adding, making notes. So anything? So I think how you felt after watching this show. So anyone who would like to tell how you feel, because this is the last question that mostly comes in each part. Anyone who would like to talk about what was your feeling after watching this show? Anyone?
Uh, improvement, like I learned a lot from this show.
And what you learned about?
I learned about the importance of dams.
Exactly, you can say that. I was very motivated to save water. You can say, even this is not my field. I hate this topic and I don't have knowledge. I think you have engineering field. You can talk about more than me. So how I have created, like you can say, I was very motivated at the end of the show, and I make a determination to not waste any water, because in the near future, like future generations will not be able to have waters if we are not going to construct them. So how you can say how much ideas, and if you talk about in a sequence, you can easily get. Have you noticed how we can generate our ideas? This is called how we can make story. Ma'am, have you got answer of your question how we can generate ideas?
Yes,
Now you have noticed that it is very easy.
Ma'am, can I
yes, ma'am.
speak?
Ma'am, when I saw the Slack and I saw your yesterday message about these two topics, then I totally blank which idea I should mention in the uh, advancement in technology, or the question about the change, the word, any advancement or technology. So I use ChatGPT, and they mention the COVID-19 that significantly affect.
Okay, we were talking, okay, effect and impact both have. Effect is used in negative concept, like let's see what happened. War was occurred and many people lost. We have loss of life. But when we talk about impact, it means we're talking about positive impact, like positive, like computer. Even you can take the technology computer as an example, because smartphone, how it is making our life easy. We're able to communicate with people all around the world, which was not possible. And when we sent letter, paper letter, it took months and days to send reply back. And even in emergencies cases, people will not be able to invite their family members, like funeral ceremonies. So this was not possible. Nowadays, what happened? People are able to attend any kind of ceremony by traveling within hours, and this communication is just possible due to smartphone. So you can say this is not easy. I think you are too much thinking. You can just make a story. The one way which I have showed how you can make a story, like you can make any title. It is not necessary, because they are not testing our knowledge. They are not testing about our facts. They exam is not marked on based on your knowledge, based on your facts. So you can make any story. Even these are not existing, because you have 15 minutes to show your ability. It's a language identification, like it's a language test. You need to show language, so you just need to speak your words accurately, fluently, and clearly. So these are our purpose with using range of words. So range of words sometimes it is not in our control, but it is recommended you go through variety of topics before the exam. But even if we remember a lot of words, we need to adopt practice. But there is a chance something unknown topic comes in front of us. What will happen? This is not controlled. But if we talk about the remaining parts of the test, like fluency is in our hand, pronunciation is in our hand, accuracy and using wide rate of sentence structures like complex, these are all in our hand, irrespective of the topic. So even if we are going to score better in these three parts, it means we will get still better scores in overall. So these are the three things which are in our hand and we can easily work. So don't too much think about different ideas. Nobody has ideas, but there are some common topic I would say come in the session. And when I am going through the topic, listen others what others are answering. It will also boost your knowledge, and you will automatically get. Even if you have not gone through one topic yourself, what will happen in the exam when one topic will come in front of you, and even if you have listened the answers of someone, you will automatically have the ideas even you have not gone through that topic yourself. So this is the benefit of having in a community and in learning and when we are learning in isolation, we will not be able to remember words, but when we are learning in group, our performance and productivity is increased, and our learning is double than we are doing in individual. So you can say how much worse we got, how we generated. You can say uh, this was not our topic. So the same is happen how I am making the idea. This is the strategy I am adopting and I am helping you. I hope so it will be helpful. Anyone can add any tips? Yes, sir, you can add.
Yes, ma'am. Could I speak on this topic? But my topic will be different, related to TV show.
Okay, you want to speak on this topic, but it would be different.
Yes, ma'am. The topic will be different, and I will speak 1 to 2 minutes. Yes.
All right. Okay. In the meanwhile, time, Sir Suleiman is speaking. You can take some time, and I think I don't need even I can.
Yes, ma'am. I will implement your ideas. You have mentioned these, and according to these, I will speak. And just my topic is different. That is related to software revelation.
All right.
Ma'am,
One.
I have a question. What if we memorize one answer like a TV show and a TV program or drama, and uh, then we emerge it on any, like I want to say, if I memorize one answer and then I implement this answer on a different topic, this is a correct approach.
This approach is never ever recommended. Examiners are trained to spot memorized answers. So, and one thing I will mention when I have shared one essay record speaking book, you will see there are 200 topics for part one and 100 that person mentioned for part two. So it is impossible. You can't memorize. If you will memorize, you will forget. One thing is that, and examiners are very trained. So I would say just come in the session and just uh, start practice. Whatever in your mind, just say in this language. You will automatically become. You need to make a habit of speaking on any topics instead of memorizing answer. Otherwise, you will not be able to convey ideas. So I will never ever recommend this approach. And examiners are trained to spot memorize answer. It's a language test, not memorize. And when you will memorize, you will not be able to show. I would say it is not difficult. You should join the session regularly. I hope so. At the end of session, you will be better than previous one.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, and it's a recommendation for everyone. It is not recommended as examiners are very trained to score the memorized answer, and this is a language test, not your knowledge test. In the knowledge test, you can memorize. Never ever go for this. You are initially you are spoiling your score yourself. So just make a habit of speaking on any topic, whatever comes in mind. Don't think who are listening. Don't think about anyone else's in front of you is expert. Nobody is at an advanced level. Whenever we, if someone is at an advanced level, it means when that person started practice, he was something at beginning level, and with the passage of time, that person improved his or her skills. So don't be afraid of someone looking, speaking fluently. Don't underestimate yourself. Just make like you can do it. You have the ability to speak. You have the confidence. You are able to do. If anyone else can do, why not I am? It is very easy. You just interact with different peoples and get the solution of your problem if you're facing. And like you have asked the problem, and if you will not be able to told me, then how I can get your problem. So it is always that ask for problems from different person. Like you have asked, no, your problem is solved. So I would say you all join the session and we will do different topics, and we can do from the book which we are following. It will help us to generate ideas. Yes.
Ma'am, what about taking ideas from sample answers or GPT, and how we elaborate the ideas? What if we read the sample answer and get some ideas and effective way to improve these
Yeah, it
ideas?
is. Yes, it is a good approach, and many people explore variety of topics in which they found difficulty before sitting in the exam. Like I am also exploring different topics, and I have mentioned I am following that book, and I am discussing that book in that session as well. So you can join. We practice on specific topic for part one, part two, and part three, and then what we will do after answering the question, we will look into the answers which are given in that book, and that book is good. And then we also learn new words. When you have the words, you get the ideas associated with that word. So it is good approach to go through different ideas. And if you become habitual of speaking, you will automatically get the ability to generate ideas. But one strategy is never recommended, that you will not make ideas in your mind. Like you need to note down, because when you will note down all the ideas for part two, you will not be able to forget it when you will start speaking. And even if you lack the ideas, you
Ma'am,
can
can
see
you
that.
repeat what you did not recommend me? Can you
No, no, I
repeat,
am
please?
saying, I am recommending you, like uh, try to make a notes whenever you get the time for speaking. Don't. I was saying though, I was not recommending the strategy of making ideas in your mind, even in the real exam. Like you have 1 minute preparation time, write down all the ideas on the paper or on the laptop, whatever the um, like whatever the facility you have. So when you will write the ideas, and even if you lose ideas in the middle of the question, answering the question, you can easily just make an eye on it. So, and even if you have note on all the ideas, it means you will be able to answer your question better than those in which you have major ideas in mind. Because all my ideas sometimes forget and we will not able to use. So I would say answer each cue card person in the sequence and write one or two words and some associated words. This will strategy will really helpful. I think most of the people adopt this. Okay, ma'am, I would say, uh, meanwhile time I am listening to Suleiman practice, and in the meanwhile time you can just make a story for this. You can speak on this topic or whatever you want. It is not necessary. So you can prepare yourself. In the initial, you can get some time, but later on, when you will become habitual, you don't need to um, take too much time. So I'm giving you some time to speak on this topic. And before that, Sir Sulman mentioned that he will speak on one topic. Sir Sulman, you can
Yes,
start.
ma'am. I continue?
Yes, sir. You can continue now.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay. Usually I watch different TV programs, but last week I have watched a TV program that is about software revolution. In the program, there was one host and one person that was an expert in the software revolution, and they were talking about the new trends, how we can generate, how we can create different softwares in different ways. So they were talking about the main fundamentals, what their software can bring, what software they can revelate in different industries. Like they were talking about how we can build by using different techniques. So mainly they are describing different areas like we can use in different sectors, like we can use in a productive way, like when the customers buy different things. So these softwares can reduce the time or workload in the short period of time. So mainly they focused on different people's, like by creating or by using, they can reduce their workload. Like in daily routines in different offices, we are watching the softwares can reduce the workload by calculating the amount or we are watching in the different ways, these softwares play key role, and we are watching these softwares can handle different big technologies equipments, like in the aircraft we are watching the softwares are working automatically. So they are giving their expert knowledge to the people. By watching this show, I realized that this is a very informative show, and by implementing their ideas, people can implement and read different material or related to software. They can switch to this field, as well as one thing they have emphasized on a software revolution, because the software revolution can also increase the economic of any country by emphasizes or by teaching the knowledge to the different students, like uh, they are they were mainly mentioned those universities that are related to the technology, and in the technology sector we can implement the ideas of software revolution to boost the different sectors as well. So the most important thing which I have liked during the show is that they were well accurate, they were to the point, and they were spreading the knowledge uh, to the different people by to the point. And at the end, I have realized that these softwares are playing very key role in daily life, as well as without softwares we cannot imagine, we can reduce the burden as well, we cannot handle the different equipments, as well as the daily life tasks or operations that are used in different shops, as well as in our economic fields. That's it, ma'am.
All right, Richard. Great. Anyone has feedback for sir practice?
Ma'am, I think fluency improvement need to be fluent, and
Anything?
and he was talking like again and again they are talking about, they repeat this sentence, he repeat this sentence many times, and that's all from my side.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. Yes, sir. One thing, it is not better to repeat the same
Yes,
idea.
ma'am. They were accurate, as well as there are accurate. It's a, I think, mistake, and I am repeating the sentences like about subjective wise, as well as yeah, ma'am is talking right. I need to work on my fluency, as well as on a sentence structure as well. I need to build a coherence within the sentence. Yeah, I have felt, but it will be improved.
Yeah, with the passage of time, it is not okay. Like you should focus on all areas. One area will suffer. I would say, uh, work on one area. When you become a professional, then you will work on another area. One thing, in the previous topic, your fluency was better, but in this, I have seen that it was suffered. I think you had chosen the topic that was too much deep, like very subdomain of your area. I would say choose a generic topic, not specific topic. I hope so you got my point.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. I have got. I mean, I need to switch the topic into a different field. Yes, exactly.
No, it is okay, but I would say, like, if my field is computer science, I would not choose any one topic within the field, like what is networking. I would talk about the generic topics like computer science trend I have seen, because when you select the generic way, it is very easy for you to talk about it, because generic topics are very okay, but if you select very sub level topic, it will become difficult, because it might involve some complex words to talk about, and when you will use it, what will happen, your fancy is disturbed. So not do not choose topic which is very specific in your domain. One thing which is we learned from your practice, and I hope so it is helpful for you as well as for us. Another thing you were saying, like, yeah, it is better to, if you want to repeat the ideas instead of repeating the same sentence, it is better to rephrase it, because it sure will have rephrasing ability. And if we are not repeating what it means, like, examiner is testing our language, and when we are repeating, it means we don't have language skills. And if you are rephrasing it, it is better. I think you are speaking lower in the exam, you will have to mirror and you will be able to cover it. But I would say avoid this habit before sitting in the exam. Another thing, they were accurate, like they are accurate. If you have, you can say when we tested in the past, they were accurate. And because you have mentioned they are using, then you said they are accurate. Keep working, they have emphasis, you can't say they have, and this is a something non-living thing, you say something, these like they emphasis on, and your sound of build and build is not clear. So listener is unable to understand either you sound past form or present form.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. Thank you so much.
I would say, yes, this is how, that is why we focus on different topics, and we test ourselves on different topics. In certain topics we perform very well, in certain topics we don't perform. There are multiple reasons, so it is better we need to speak on variety of topics and give get feedback from others, and we need to go through different topics. So, ma'am Symbol, would you like to start now?
Ma'am, could I start? Can I do this speaking test in tomorrow's session?
I did not catch your question. Can you say it again?
Ma'am, I said, can I do the test tomorrow?
Ma'am, you have a lot of ideas. I think I'm not finding this topical difficult. You just give whatever performance you have. You can just speak even for less than one. It is not recommended to give your answer for a very long time. We have a lot of ideas you can see.
Okay. And the last time the TV show I have seen, it's the show about where many expert and professionals were invited, and yeah, they were talking about the dam construction, their design, and all the essential parts of the dam, and the at the thing I which motivate me is that talk they were talking about all these things in detail, and more interestingly, they are related to my they are related to my degree, and so that grabs my attention, and I that grabs my attention, and I learned a lot from that show, because it enhanced my knowledge, and I really enjoyed that show.
Yes.
Good.